What is going on, guys? MMA Island team, we got the fight picks, and we got Bobby Green taking on Thiago Moises. Interesting fight. And I think one thing that Zach and I were mentioning before we started recording is that Bobby Green could be a fighter of the year. Coming in, fourth fight of the year. And I was saying, once upon a time, Bobby Green wasn't really fighting very often. I think what he was talking about retirement too, was it?
Yeah, after all those robberies.
Yeah, so talking about retirement and coming back and getting 4 fights in 2020, and who knows, maybe he comes back in November, December. I doubt it, but hey, maybe he does, gets 5. But 3-0 in 2020, really been a good year for
Damn good.
coming back from those robberies. I guess you call them. I think I remember picking Francisco Trinaldo to win it, but hey, who knows?
I picked him to win, but I didn't agree that he should have.
Well, yeah, that's shades of Volkanovski Holloway for me, but
I don't want to talk about that. Let's move on.
So, talking about Bobby Green and Thiago Moises, Thiago Moises was supposed to fight Jalen Turner and then gets pulled out because of COVID. And then we see Jalen Turner fight Brock Weaver. I guess we could say beat the crap out of Brock Weaver. But Bobby Green, man, really been a good 2020 for Bobby Green. And then taking on Thiago Moises. Thiago Moises, the last time we saw him was against Michael Johnson. Getting the Achilles lock is how it's listed on what I'm looking at.
This is a heel hook.
In a very, very interesting fight because Michael Johnson, not the greatest of records right now. So he's nearing 1-0, I think. And then he kind of has a really good first round against Thiago Moises. And then a takedown happens. And then, heel hook. There's a win for Thiago Moises. So I don't know, man. This is one thing that I think is pretty important for people to mention is that Bobby Green has shown some very, very good pace in his last 3 fights. Very good pace. And just all in all, he's had some really good striking in his few fights. And it's been a very, very good 2020 for Bobby Green. I got to go with Bobby Green on this one. I think Thiago Moises is a pretty good step up. This dude's been pretty good, having losses to Ismagulov and Beneil Dariush. Really, I don't put too much stock in those personally. Really, this is a good fight. I like this fight a lot because Bobby Green, we've seen he's got the pace, and I think, man, honestly, Bobby Green going 4-0, having those robberies as you mentioned, I think I'm pretty happy for him if he can go 4-0 for 2020. So I'm gonna go with Bobby Green on this one. I think he'll probably be able to get a decision win, his 4th decision win in a row, and his ninth fight that goes the distance. In a row. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good pick. If it's a good parlay piece, as we'd like to mention, at least in the past few weeks, is Bobby Green via decision.
Yes. It's a
So
good prop. Don't parlay a prop. Don't do that.
and then looking at Thiago Moises, all losses come via decision. This guy hasn't been finished before, so I think it's a pretty good pick for Bobby Green via decision. I'm going to go with that. I think the pace is going to be a little bit too much. I think the ground game of Moises is not really going to play too much of a factor because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, we saw Alan Patrick have that ground game, at least attempted ground game against Bobby Green.
Bobby Green dominated on the ground.
And Bobby Green dominated on the ground, exactly. So I think I don't think he's going to be able to dominate Thiago Moises. I think that's a pretty big step up. But I'm going to be going Bobby Green on this one, and I'm going to take him by decision.
Yeah, Bobby Green, 2020 Fighter of the Year. If it's not him, it's Chimaev, and Chimaev's going to win Breakout Fighter in the year. You can't win both. Anyways, what?
Can't be Zalal.
Zalal just lost, bro.
And it definitely can't be what's her name, Hannah Cyphers.
Oh, it's absolutely Hannah Cyphers. What am I talking about?
There we go, Fighter of the Year.
Or Brock Weaver. Okay, I'm getting off topic. Let's get into talking about this fight. Now, Thiago Moises, I believe, is incredibly overrated. People are thinking that he is some kind of big prospect for the division. But yeah, he beat Michael Johnson. But you look at the stats, Michael Johnson, I like to say this, and it's said all around the shout out r/MMA. Michael Johnson is the king of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. He wins his fights so often and then just loses just like that. You look at this, 27 significant strikes to 1. And then he loses the fight by heel hook. That's just Michael Johnson things only. And you can't take a lot of stock into that. And on the feet, Thiago Moises is not great. And if you watch Bobby Green's last fight, you will know that his boxing has improved like leaps and bounds. His technical boxing, and especially when it gets inside the pocket, just looks incredible. His hands are sharper and crisper than they ever have been. This is the absolute best version of Bobby Green. And what we saw is he used his top pressure to dominate a very solid BJJ practitioner, Nolan Patrick. That's not something you see out of Bobby Green, but he is just making all of these improvements. If Thiago Moises cannot submit Bobby Green, he's going to lose the fight. 100%. That's really clear. He cannot outpoint Bobby Green on the feet. He does not possess the ability to do so. So Thiago Moises is going to try and take him down. That's what he's going to try and do. Bobby Green has pretty good takedown defense, especially as of late. In his entire career, he has a 74% takedown defense. That's really, really good. So Bobby Green is a pretty big favorite. I believe that it is justified that Bobby Green is this big of a favorite, and I believe that he's going to pick up his 4th win and maybe cement his fighter as 2020's Fighter of the Year. Could there be anything more 2020 than that?
Well, yeah. So we're both going with Bobby Green on this one. Unanimous decision for here, and we have a lot of unanimous decisions, believe it or not, as we typically don't. But you guys are going to have to let us know who you guys got in this one in the comments. Just make sure you guys are just showing your support, letting us know who you got, because if you got Thiago Moises, you could look like a very smart dude in the comments if you explain why, at least. But point is, man, just make sure you guys are letting us know what you think, liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and checking out the other Fight Pick videos.